What if I told you that the deepest darkness holds the brightest light? That the most broken paths lead to the most beautiful destinations? This isn't just another story, it's a testament to the human spirit. It's about finding strength when you have nothing left. It's about choosing hope when despair screams loudest. Every hero starts with a setback, every triumph begins with a fall. And sometimes, the most powerful journey is the one nobody sees. Get ready to be inspired. Prepare to have your faith in humanity restored, because the next story you're about to hear will change everything. Based on a true story of a homeless father's relentless pursuit of a better life for his son, Number 5 on our countdown of inspirational true stories is The Pursuit of Happyness. This 2006 film tells the incredible true story of Chris Gardner, a struggling salesman and single father in 1980 San Francisco. Despite facing homelessness, financial ruin, and personal setbacks, Gardner fights to secure a better life for his young son, Christopher. The plot follows his relentless pursuit of a high-paying stockbroker internship at Dean Witter Reynolds, even as he and his son are forced to sleep in homeless shelters and subway bathrooms. Without revealing the ending, the film is a raw, moving depiction of resilience and the unbreakable bond between a father and his child. What makes The Pursuit of Happyness stand out is its unflinching honesty. Unlike many Hollywood biopics, it doesn't sugarcoat Gardner's struggles. The film shows the grinding hardship of poverty and the emotional toll it takes, but also the sheer grit required to overcome it. Will Smith delivers a career-defining performance, bringing both vulnerability and determination to the role. He was nominated for an Academy Award and a Golden Globe, and produced the film alongside his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Real-life Chris Gardner even makes a cameo. The direction by Gabriele Muccino captures the gritty realism of 1980s San Francisco, while the script by Stephen Conrad highlights Gardner's wit and intelligence. Culturally, the film has left an enduring mark. The iconic scene where Gardner finally gets the job, "This part of my life," this part right here, this is called happiness, has become a touchstone for perseverance. The film's misspelling of happiness in the title, taken from a daycare sign, underscores the theme that happiness is something you strive for, not a given. It has inspired countless viewers facing their own hardships, becoming a staple in motivational speeches and business school curricula. The Pursuit of Happyness earned over $300 million worldwide and remains a touchstone for the power of hope and hard work. It earns the number 5 spot because it perfectly balances emotional depth with an uplifting message, without resorting to cliches. Its raw portrayal of poverty and fatherhood resonates universally, making it a timeless inspiration. Now, get ready for number 4, a story about a man who turned a dream into a global empire, starting from a garage. Next up, a story about a man who turned a dream into a global empire, starting from a garage. Number 4 on our countdown of inspirational true stories is the 2000 film The Kid, starring Bruce Willis. This movie follows Russ Duritz, a high-powered image consultant who has lost touch with his inner child. One day, he meets his 8-year-old self, Rusty, who forces him to confront the disappointments and dreams he left behind. Unlike typical time travel films, The Kid focuses on emotional reconnection rather than changing the past. Directed by John Turteltaub, known for While You Were Sleeping, the film features standout performances from Bruce Willis and Spencer Breslin as young Rusty. What makes The Kid unique is its heartfelt message. It's never too late to reclaim your joy. The film resonated with audiences worldwide, grossing over $110 million and sparking conversations about work-life balance. It earns this spot for its universal theme of self-rediscovery and its gentle reminder to cherish the child within. Next up at number 3, a story of a man who overcame unimaginable odds to become a champion, but his greatest victory wasn't on the field. The number 3 spot on our countdown of inspirational true stories goes to a film that celebrates audacity, reinvention, and the slippery art of identity, Chameleon Street. Released in 1989, this Sundance Grand Jury Prize winner tells the unbelievable true story of William Douglas Street, a black man from Detroit who, in the 1970s and 80s, successfully impersonated a surgeon, a lawyer, a journalist, and even a foreign exchange student, all without proper credentials. But this isn't just a con artist tale, it's a sharp, comedic, and deeply human look at race, class, and the American dream. What makes Chameleon Street unique is its tone and perspective. Unlike flashier heist films, it's a low-budget indie that feels like a lost Spike Lee joint, part social commentary, part character study. The script crackles with wit, and the direction is kinetic, pulling you into the mind of a man who sees society as a stage. Directed by, written by, and starring Wendell B. Harris Jr., the film was a labor of love. Harris poured his own experiences and observations into the role, creating a protagonist who is both sympathetic and infuriating. His performance is mesmerizing, charming, intelligent, and desperately yearning for recognition. Culturally, Chameleon Street arrived at a time when independent black cinema was exploding. Yet it remains underrated, often overshadowed by contemporaries like Do the Right Thing. But its themes are timeless. The pressure to perform identity in a world that judges by appearances, Street's story questions what it takes to succeed when doors are closed. Does he con the system, or does the system con him? The film earned critical acclaim, with Roger Ebert calling it a film of rare intelligence and originality. It won Best First Feature at Sundance, and Harris's screenplay was lauded for its fearless blend of humor and tragedy. Why does Chameleon Street earn the number 3 spot? Because it inspires not by celebrating crime, but by exploring the desperate human need to be seen and valued. It challenges us to ask, what would you do if the system refused to see you? Street's Chameleon Act is a survival strategy, a twisted version of the American dream pursued by someone locked out of its normal paths. The film's energy, its refusal to judge its protagonist, and its sharp cultural critique make it a hidden gem that demands rediscovery. For anyone feeling stuck or unseen, Chameleon Street offers a wild, thought-provoking ride, and a reminder that sometimes the most outrageous stories are the ones that teach us the most about ourselves. Up next at number 2, a story of an ordinary man who became an extraordinary hero by doing the one thing everyone said was impossible and changed the course of history. Number 2 on our countdown of inspirational true stories is a quiet masterpiece that proves the most profound transformations often happen in the most unassuming places. Housekeeping. Based on Marilyn Robinson's acclaimed novel, this 1987 film follows 2 orphan sisters, Ruthie and Lucille, who are sent to live with their eccentric Aunt Sylvie in the small, rain-swept town of Fingerbone, Idaho. Sylvie is a transient at heart. She collects newspapers, lets the leaves pile up, and prefers sleeping on park benches to proper beds. As the girls navigate their new life, they are torn between the allure of convention, represented by their practical Aunt Lily, and Sylvie's wild, untethered freedom. The plot unfolds as a delicate tug-of-war between societal expectations and the messy beauty of living authentically. But to say more would spoil the quiet revelation that awaits. What makes Housekeeping unique is its refusal to sensationalize. There are no grand speeches or triumphant montages, just the slow meditative rhythm of rain on a window pane and the lingering silence of a house that breathes with its inhabitants. Director Bill Forsyth, known for his gentle touch in films like Local Hero, captures the Pacific Northwest's melancholy beauty with a painterly eye. The performances are revelatory. Christine Lottie imbues Sylvie with a haunted tenderness that never tips into caricature, while Sarah Walker and Andrea Burchell as the sisters embody the ache of adolescence and the yearning for belonging. The film's emotional core is its exploration of what it means to hold a home, not as a place, but as a state of being. Culturally, Housekeeping arrived at a time when mainstream cinema was obsessed with flash and spectacle. It dared to be quiet, to linger, and to trust its audience to find meaning in the mundane. It influenced a generation of filmmakers who sought to tell stories of interior lives, and its themes of nonconformity and resilience resonate even more deeply today. For its unflinching honesty about the cost of freedom and the grace of imperfection, Housekeeping earns its spot at number 2. It reminds us that the most inspiring stories are often the ones that don't shout, they whisper. And now for our number 1, a story so extraordinary it will make you believe the impossible is possible. Next up, a story of survival that defies all odds, from the depths of the ocean to the heights of the human spirit. At number 1 on our countdown of inspirational true stories is a film that reminds us that family, forgiveness, and second chances can heal even the deepest wounds. Max Dugan Returns. This 1983 gem, directed by Herbert Ross, follows a struggling single mother, Nora, and her teenage son, Michael, whose lives are turned upside down when Nora's long-estranged father, Max Dugan, shows up at their doorstep after 20 years. Max, a retired con artist, claims he has only months to live and wants to make amends by showering them with gifts bought with ill-gotten money. But his presence forces Nora to confront buried resentment while Michael bonds with the grandfather he never knew. The plot is a tightrope walk between comedy and heartbreak, yet it never reveals whether Max's illness is real, a secret held until the final scene. What makes Max Dugan Returns unique is its refusal to sentimentalize redemption. Max isn't a saint. He's flawed, manipulative, and deeply human. The film earns its tears through earned moments, not cheap tricks. Director Herbert Ross, known for The Turning Point and Footloose, brings a masterful balance of wit and warmth. The cast is stellar. Marcia Mason as Nora delivers a raw, Oscar-nominated performance, Jason Robards brings gruff charm as Max, and a young Donald Sutherland provides comic relief as Nora's hapless policeman boyfriend. The film's cultural impact lingers in its honest portrayal of fractured families, a theme that resonates across generations. Adapted from Neil Simon's play, it retains the playwright's razor-sharp dialogue and deep empathy for imperfect people. Why does it claim the top spot? Because it dares to show that reconciliation doesn't require perfection, only presence. It doesn't preach, it simply watches as a family tentatively rebuilds one awkward meal and painful conversation at a time. In a world of glossy Hollywood endings, Max Dugan Returns offers something rarer. The quiet miracle of a father, a daughter, and a grandson learning to say I'm sorry, and meaning it. For that, it stands as the most inspirational true story of all. These 5 films remind us that true stories have the power to inspire, challenge, and transform us. Schindler's List shows the impact of one person's courage in the face of evil. The Pursuit of Happyness teaches resilience and the unyielding pursuit of dreams. 127 Hours celebrates the human will to survive against impossible odds. Hidden Figures honors the unsung heroes who broke barriers and changed history. And Aaron Brockovich proves that determination can bring justice where it's long overdue. Each movie leaves us with a lasting lesson. Ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things. Now we want to hear from you. What true story film moved you the most? Drop your picks in the comments below and tell us why they matter. Don't forget to like this video if these stories inspired you, and subscribe to our channel for more countdowns of incredible tales from real life. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep seeking out stories that fuel your spirit. Remember, the most powerful narratives are the ones that are true.